urban safety, urban design, etc. How can we do it in real life? Sir was talking about geospatial. So in 2007, Delhi started a project known as DSSDI, Delhi Spatial something Data Infrastructure Project. There was an act also subsequently. The output of all this is now we have a 3D mapping of entire Delhi. It is at a scale which is fabulous. Your satellite imagery, that scale is 1 is to 50,000, but what Delhi now has is 1 is to 2,000. Compare 1 is to 50,000 is satellite and 1 is to 2,000 scale is the DSSDI project output. Further, this is 3D, which means it can be used to design, to understand, to get more taxes. How else can geospatial technologies help us? Now take this case of unauthorized colonies. People say that maximum crime comes from these areas. Now, who wants to go there? Most of the people, they are not even having maps of that area. There are no utilities. So what has the law done? Law says now you have to have boundaries of that unauthorized colonies because it is not clear which unauthorized colony has which boundary, what is the boundary, then what is the percentage built up area. So that 3D image is available, that satellite image is available, and all these are helping. 70% is the cutoff for an unauthorized colony. So these are being defined for urban development. Again, these will help in fighting crime also because the data will be available regarding the properties, regarding the crime rate in that area. These are attribute data which are to be put by respective departments in that GIS map. Otherwise, GIS map will not help unless you add the attribute data. There are around 30 line departments, oblique agencies, which are compulsorily required to update their attribute data. The challenge is not the application. It is very simple. Anybody can develop. Your iPhone stores, your Google stores, they have lakhs of applications on the net. The point is back-end development. Back-end requires means once the photo goes, there should be a back-end by the department which tells it that this photo is from this particular location and this location falls in this zone. In this zone, this is the particular subzone or ward or whatever where this is to be taken over. Then who is the concerned person? Then how is to be contacted? So everything is possible with technology. Change can be brought. Your time for making the police alert, that can be reduced. At a national level, crime is being tackled now through a mission mode project known as CCTNS, Crime and Criminal Tracking Network System. Delhi Police is one of the active organizations which has made progress. In this, you will be able, hopefully, to file your complaints, your FIRs, request, whatever, and get an update on that without going to the police station, which is the main worry of the ordinary citizen. This will also allow sharing of the database of criminals in other states. So it will have, for example, fingerprints, etc., of other criminals. It will help to a large extent. So technology can definitely create a smart city. It can definitely enhance safety. I'll give some more examples. In a disaster, safety is an issue. Where are the people? Normally what happens in a disaster, your communication channels stop. Chief Minister of Maharashtra is not able to contact his DGP or his commissioner when attacks occur in the Taj. So Delhi has already installed a Tetra system. There are minor problems, of course, these are being sorted out, but Tetra system is based on a different technology. End result is that something like wireless sets are there. 2,000 such sets are already with the Delhi police. In all, more than 3,000 sets are there. Different types of agencies are having this, including health, including the Deputy Commissioner Office and other departments, Home Guards, etc., civil defense. So all these agencies, in a disaster-like situation, they have to give a coordinated response. Similar project is of Delhi Police, C4I. What is contemplated there? Everything on a 3D imaging. Earlier, what was happening? Delhi Police, your call 100, you are calling 100. The message would go first to the Deputy Commissioner, DCP of that area, or the ACP of that area, then to the SHO, then to the beat. around 10 minutes would be wasted in that thing. Now they are honing up their C4I system. The message will directly go to the beat constable there, number one. That will save lot of time. The thief or whatever criminal, he will not get sufficient time to escape from that area. The message will also go to people, to beat constables around that area. So that whole area can be cordoned off in a very short while. But the ideas are there, they are being implemented. Delhi is far, far ahead in all these things.